local people, local news and events, local sports, local matters. For all things Lloydminster area, this is Live with Kurt Price.
Welcome into the new Lloydminster Nissan. Great to have you with us here. Saw a sanding truck on the road on the way here. It is a slippery one again today. It looks like some snow on Thursday. It's not too late to get winter tires, and of course winter tires are always at cost here at the new Lloydminster Nissan. In fact, all tires are always at cost here at the new Lloydminster Nissan, and we have extended free oil changes for life with the purchase of your new Nissan. So you get free oil changes for as long as you own your vehicle here at the new Lloydminster Nissan. Stop in today to check it out, or you can call our service department for a winter tire referral at 780-875-3335. Well, Kelly Sidoryk and Terra Weaver are our guests today, and we're going to find out all about this year's Inspiring Women Conference, February 6th at the Lloydminster Exhibition. We'll also hear from Marilyn Napper, who won $250,000 in this year's Chase the Ace draw at the Lloydminster Exhibition. Picked up her check earlier today, and I can hear people saying, wait a minute, it wasn't quite $250,000. Well, actually it was, because she was one of the first winners. She won $3,000 earlier. Yeah. So altogether this year, she won $250,000 with the Lloydminster Exhibition's Chase the Ace. It's not just a name, it is Superior Water. Superior Water has 2 locations in Lloydminster, and they're open on Sundays to make filling your big blue jugs a whole lot quicker and a whole lot easier. And if you want great tasting water right from your tap, call the Superior Water team and ask about their under-the-sink reverse osmosis systems. 780-875-6636. I drink Superior Water because I like the taste, and it is Superior Water. Superior Water open on 57th Avenue, Monday to Friday, 8 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 5, and they have a coin-operated location just off Highway 17 South by 7-Eleven. Well, we want to hear your love story. This Valentine's Day, once again this year, Heather and I are looking to sit down with 3 different couples to hear their love story. All couples that appear on Live with Kurt Price to share their love story will receive a $100 Spiro's gift card. Love Story is brought to you by Richardson's Jewelry and Spiro's, and all you have to do is comment on the post on our page or send an email to livewithkurtprice@gmail.com if you're kind of shy a little bit. Well, I know a lot of people still love the Archie Miller Arena. Well, the City of Lloydminster wants your opinion on what they're going to do with the Archie Miller Arena. The city's holding 2 open houses at the Service Sports Center to get your opinion and future possibilities for that arena. This is also your chance to speak with the project team directly. The open houses are tomorrow afternoon from 3 to 8 and Thursday, January 16th from noon to 8. And if you can't make those times, you can take the online survey at lloydminster.ca/AMA survey. Dave Kaduna is a realtor here in Lloydminster. He's also a senior referee. And after watching young officials and himself be berated by coaches and parents, he released a short video last week asking people to be better. Well, that video has gone viral with 2.1 million views, and Dave told us yesterday that this is clearly a problem not only here, but everywhere.
I've had direct messages from people at hockey in Australia, the Czech Republic, Finland, Sweden, across the US and Canada, who have all said they have witnessed this, they're dealing with it, but they're sharing this. And I think as long as we can get it out there just for, we don't want the coaches kicked out. We don't want the parents kicked out. They're part of the game. Without the parents, we don't have the kids to have the sport. Without the coaches, they don't have anyone to coach them. We don't have a game. And without the officials, you don't have a game.
Get your nominations in now for Cupcakes for Caregivers, presented by Lloydminster Sobeys and the Lloydminster and District United Way. We were able to meet Claire Lee, a care aide here in Lloydminster this past week, and thank her and treat her to a dozen signature cupcakes from Sobeys. And we're looking for your nominations. You can nominate a family member who takes care of their other family members. Thank goodness for those people that do so and do so with so much love. And you can also nominate a healthcare professional like a doctor, a nurse, or a home care worker. All you have to do is send us an email telling us about that person, livewithkurtprice@gmail.com. The Lloydminster Kinsmen will host their Telemiracle Steak Night fundraiser on February 1st at the WLS Convention Center. The evening features live and silent auctions as well as music by Jordan Pollard and the Dirt Rich Band. Tickets are $60, available from any Kinsman member, and it's not only the Kinsmen, it's also put on by the Canettes, and they auction themselves off for to do some work and things like that too, and it's always a big competition as to see who will bring in more money, the Kinsmen or the Canettes. And I hate to admit it, ladies, but the Kinsmen usually bring in the most money. The Lloydminster Region Health Foundation presents Christina Kuzmich at the Gold Horse Casino here in Lloydminster this Saturday for 2 shows. In the past, they have brought Jodie Carrington to Lloydminster, and this year they continue to focus on mental health by bringing in an author, comedian, and guest speaker, Christina Kuzmich. Stephanie Monroe is the Health Foundation's CEO and told us that Christina's Navigating the Storm presentation is a message for almost everyone.
Parents, teachers, I really think the community as a whole would benefit from her story. She talks about the struggles with her son, who was a teenager. So, I wouldn't probably advise too young of children. But, if you have teenagers and they're possibly struggling, it just, the opportunity to be able to tell the story, and maybe people that weren't wanting to open up to people before, she's going to be able to, she's just relatable, a real individual, human who went through this lived experience and who's going to share that story.
Tickets are available for both the 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. performances, particularly the 6 p.m. performance has a lot of seats left. Tickets can be found on Eventbrite. Join myself and Heather Price this spring on a Canadian War Memorial Tour that goes through the Netherlands, Brussels, and France to see World War I and World War II battlefields, Canadian War cemeteries, monuments, and more. You can see the entire trip and how it's been customized at lambertravel.ca. We'll start in Amsterdam. We'll then be traveling through all 3 countries with stops at Dunkirk, Vimy Ridge, the Passchendaele Museum, and on June 6th we'll be at Normandy on Juno Beach. That's the 81st anniversary of D-Day. We'll also be stopping to see where John McCrae wrote In Flanders Fields. Once again, go to lambertravel.ca today to see the whole trip. And if you have questions, you can call 780-875-4414. Questions like, where do I sign up? 780-875-4414. They're committed, certified, reliable, and will help get your life back. BioClean Disaster Services is Lloydminster's local restoration company. They're also Lloydminster's largest restoration company. 1-833-246-8326. Taking care of your belongings and your property is, of course, a huge priority, but what tops that is taking care of you and your family. 1-833-246-8326 for BioClean Disaster Services. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll get all the info on this year's Inspiring Women's Conference.
At Diamond 7 Meats, we work with local farm families to provide a high-quality product and a great selection for you. Try our mouth-watering smokies, pulled pork, roast beef, and more, made pure and natural with no additives or fillers. We offer custom processing, and our experienced team works for you to provide a selection of sausage, burgers, and jerkies made to your specifications. Take your grilling to the next level with a Yoder smoker. Complete the grilling experience with a Canadian-made, award-winning line of House of Q barbecue sauces. We're locally owned and operated, and we look forward to seeing you today.
At CK McKean Roofing, they understand what it took to put that roof over your head for your family. With over 20 years of experience under their belt, they strive to show you that with their workmanship and their integrity. Not all roofing companies are created equal, and that's why CK McKean Roofing encourages you to focus on your most important investments, your home and your family. CK McKean Roofing. Roofers do it on top.
At Lloydminster and District Co-op, membership matters more. Because being part of a co-op means you're connected to something bigger than yourself. From long-held legacy by those who built our communities, to people you call family, friends, and neighbors. When you're a Lloyd Co-op member, you're an owner in a local business that prides itself on purpose alongside profit. You earn cash back, you help support causes that matter most, and you're building a better way of life for the next generation. Membership matters more.
Wellings of Lloydminster is an active 55 and over community with 66 bungalow townhome villas on a very flexible lease. Each unit contains a full kitchen with 5 appliances, walk-in showers, in-suite laundry with 1 and 2 bedroom choices. It's a no-maintenance concept where you have your grass cut, you have your appliances serviced, you have your snow shoveled. Sometimes you have your snow shoveled and your grass cut the same day in this country. It's called Care Freedom Living, and it does just that, allowing for more freedom, allowing you to travel, and if your health is becoming an issue, it also allows you to still live independently. Call Darlene at Wellings of Lloydminster, and she'll take you through one of their gorgeous villas. 780-872-8537. Well, pleased to have with us once again Kelly Sidoryk and Terra Weaver here from KT & Co. to talk to us about the Inspiring Women Conference that is coming up on February 6th. And we're excited to have you back. It seems a little earlier this year. Usually I'm calling you last minute.
Yes, we're organized.
So I'm excited that you're going to announce a couple of new names for the conference on the show today. So let's just start with just a refresh of what the Inspiring Women Conference is all about.
Well, thanks for having us, Kurt. You know, it's hard to believe, but we are going to say that this is actually the 14th conference that we've hosted. And I was thinking about it this morning, and when we look back to some of those interviews from the very first years, the reason for starting this was that, you know, Lloydminster's a great community, and we really have lots to offer in the way of personal and professional development. And Tara and I said to each other, well, why not here? And that still holds so true today, that we can be in our own community. You know, we have a lot of different businesses and entities and all types of careers and occupations that women have in this town, that they can be part of this. Or even if they're, you know, stay at home, we really like to open it up to invite all women from all walks of life.
Yes, anyone who hears about it. We don't want any women at home going, well, that's not really for me because I'm not in business, or that's not really for me because maybe they don't see themselves as a leader in the community or something like that. But it is open for everybody. We want everyone to come.
Well, one particular guest that you have is going to talk about health, and we'll get to that in a moment, but maybe give us a brief summary of kind of how the day is set up.
For sure. The day starts with a panel. There's 3 local women on the panel, and they'll talk about just kind of their own personal stories of growth and struggle sometimes too. And I think it helps us to not feel alone, because these are people who you will see, you know, in the grocery store. They're not famous. They're not in any way different from any of the rest of us. Should I say who's on there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We have Jordan Pollard on the panel. As I say, they're not famous. Jordan Pollard is actually a musician, and she's really doing a good job of promoting herself. She's very, very accomplished. She's also very young. So it's interesting to hear from someone so young who has accomplished so much. One thing I noted, in June, she was awarded the Humanitarian of the Year from Saskatchewan Country Music. So I just noted that this morning. And she has new music being released January 17th. So she's on our panel. Jamie Hoffman is a local woman. She's an author and an artist, and she has quite an inspiring story of recovery from a health issue that she had. And we have Sherry Hushfoot. That's one of the new announcements. We haven't announced her on Facebook, but Sherry will be joining us on the panel. She is a mom of 2 beautiful daughters, and she's very experienced in the nonprofit sector. So we're excited to hear some stories from her, specifically driving change to create more inclusive communities. So that's our panel. And then following the panel, we have our breakout sessions. Do you want to talk about the breakout sessions, Kelly?
Sure.
So that I'm not talking all the time?
We have it set up so that we have breakouts occur twice, once just before lunch and once after. However, there are 4 breakouts. So some people say that, well, that's unfortunate, we can't get to all of them, but you get to choose which of the 2 you want to attend. So one of the presenters is Joanne Marshall. She's with Homes with Joe, and she's going to be talking about designing your own spaces, you know, whether it's your home or your workspace, but really to create areas that are functional and inspiring. Another presenter is Jackie Dunham. You've had her on your show. She is a pharmacist with Lloyd Co-op and specifically heads up the women's health component called Harmonique. So we're really excited to have Jackie coming. She's just doing some amazing work, and we're getting a lot of feedback of interest. People are in that session. We're also doing a session on finances and wealth. And Leanne Arden with Aviso is coming to do a presentation on that. You know, an area that is something that we don't focus on every year, but we think it's important that women should have the opportunity to learn more about creating wealth, saving, as well as fraud and all the cybersecurity stuff that goes along with that. Then we're also having a little bit more of a unusual, we're calling it a fireside chat with Heather Zadov and Patricia Hill, both with Synovus. And so they're going to be doing a talk really about women in underrepresented industries, which of course Synovus, the oil and gas industry, would be one. In our community, another one would be the agriculture industry. So we're really excited to hear from them and everything that they've experienced, some leadership examples, and excited about that. So those are the four that you get to decide which one you're going to go with.
So you choose the fireside chat or
One of the other
go
three.
into one.
Yes, and then
One of
when
the
they're
three.
repeated after the lunch, then you can choose another one.
Oh, I see how that
Yes,
works.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
So the sessions that run are actually the same both times, so then people will pick and choose which one to go to.
Okay, and lunch is included, of course.
Yes, always. Great lunch at the X. Jim and his crew do a really good job, and so we're excited like that and about that, and that's always excellent.
Yeah.
And then the
coffee
keynote
breaks
speaker.
and snacks are included as well. Yes, and then the keynote speaker wraps up the day. She starts, I believe, at around 2:00, and her name is Tricia Miltymore. Kelly and I saw her in Calgary. We were in Calgary for a Women in Ag conference last March, I believe, and we were kind of looking, kind of scouting, had some names in mind, but then she took the stage, and she was funny and motivating, and you just couldn't stop listening to what she had to say. And so her talk is about avoiding burnout. So, but she does it in a humorous, real life experience kind of way that helps people to feel motivated in their jobs and in their life.
So you get all that for one ticket price.
Yes, yes.
And where do you go to get those tickets?
Well, we're online on Eventbrite. And if you have questions or concerns or Eventbrite's not working for you, you can connect with us on Facebook. We are under KT and Company, so the letter K, the letter T and Company. Also Instagram, you can message us there. But the easiest way is on Eventbrite under Inspiring Women. Sorry, we talked about this, Inspiring Women Conference. So it's called the Inspiring Women Conference because it features inspiring people. This isn't making sense. You want to say Inspiring Women, but it's Inspiring Women Conference.
Right, right. Inspiring individuals as well.
Inspiring individuals, yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. How long a day is it?
The registration goes from 8:30 till 9. You can come at 8, it'll say, but
Yes.
the program actually starts at 9 and goes till 4.
Yes.
The other thing I think is fantastic about the Inspiring Women's Conference is, I did it there. I said
See?
Women's Conference
Yeah.
right there. And I told myself this year I'm going to get it right. But is that there's, and you mentioned this off the top, Kelly, there's so many local people that you can learn from.
Yeah.
That's really important, I think.
Everybody has a story, right? Everybody can be inspiring in one way or another. So, this is our 14th year, and we have never had any problem finding people to come and speak at this, finding people who have something to offer, because truly you can stop anyone and talk to them and they've got a story to tell. So we really like that we can bring in so many women who are right here in our community and highlight them.
We also, sorry, Kurt, also like the fact that there's a variety of speakers and topics. So there might be something that doesn't fully resonate with you, but then there's enough other offerings and we always have people come up to us afterwards and specifically, focus on one that really resonated with them and meant a lot to them.
Yes.
So I know that women like to do things in couples,
Yes.
right? They get up and go to the bathroom together. But if you want a single ticket, can you do that?
Oh, 100%,
Absolutely, you can.
100%.
Yes, you can. And tickets are selling very well, so we would probably encourage people to not wait too long because it has sold out the last 2 or 3 years. And our math, which is sometimes a little off, but I believe that our math is right, that we're a little ahead of the game this year. We'll probably sell out earlier than we normally do.
Okay.
But with that 1 and 2, we do have some single ticket sales, and we have groups, tables of 8. We can accommodate other numbers as well. We can pull a few more chairs to your table or take a few away, but yeah, people are coming. That's good.
Who is your MC this year? Because I have heard that there is a new MC this
Yes.
year. Believe me, I heard it in this year. We're just so everybody knows, Heather usually does it.
Yes.
Heather Price
Yeah,
usually
she's
does it.
amazing.
It would be
Yeah.
the first year for Heather Price and
It
not
would.
Heather Klages.
It would.
Yes,
But-
yes, that's
Next year.
true. That's true.
But we're
yes.
going away.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so she was like, "Well, I get that." I said, "Heather, it's going to be like 34 degrees
Yes.
where we're going, and it's gonna be awesome. And there's like 72 other people. Like,
Yeah.
And she's like, I know, but if they never ask me back to do the women's conference, then you're gonna hear about it."
Yeah.
So
She actually stopped me. I was in at Factory Workwear, I think. She was on location and she stopped me and said the same thing. She said, I didn't realize the date. So yeah, Kurt just pulled Heather away from us just like that. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I should let Kelly announce the MC for this year.
We're super excited to announce that the MC is Tess Wack. And Tess works with Startup Lloydminster, does a lot of their marketing and community engagement. She's also working with Community Futures. She's been a previous presenter, breakout presenter at our conference. And so she's going to do a great job, and we're excited. But again, it's
Yes,
a
she will.
bittersweet because it's not going to be Heather.
Yes.
yeah, that's right. What am I forgetting to ask? What do we need to hear about?
I think we should throw in that Tess is also Kelly's daughter in case that gets
That's right. Yeah. Well, I didn't want to
twisted her arm a little.
Well, sponsors are a big thing too.
Oh,
Yes.
huge,
Oh.
huge. Anybody in this community, when you're trying to put on events, and I mean, we've talked about ticket sales, and going back to that, the tickets are $130. So in our planning for it, we always want to keep in mind that we make them affordable so that people can access this. And we know that you can't do that without the supporters and
Yes.
sponsors.
Yeah, the sponsors help us so much with obviously, like you're saying, keeping the ticket prices down, but also with ideas. It's really great. We have some really good communication with a lot of our partners where we'll go for lunch with them or we'll meet them for coffee and say, we're thinking about this or that. And they're really good with the feedback as well, which we really appreciate. The headlining sponsor again this year is Synovus, and they've been fantastic. And we also have, as partners, LNA CPA, Synergy Credit Union, L&L Oilfield, Red Bicycle. Connie Anderson, who used to live in Lloydminster, has moved away, still supports this conference. She's in Calgary, so when the weather is right, she can come, but she still sends us support. GMAC Oilfield, Lash Lounge, and Border Inn and Suites are all partnering with us this year to make sure that this happens.
I think one of the interesting things that you talked about too is the fireside chat about women not working in industries where you wouldn't typically find women.
Assume.
And I think that came out at the oil show as well.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I think that was kind of a little theme. I know it was for us with Deidre Garrick when we had Deidre on. She's so smart and
Yes.
just unbelievable. So what else am I forgetting?
The other thing that we should just say is that we always feature a nonprofit as part of our way to give back, and they do a presentation over the lunch break. And this year's nonprofit is Inclusion Lloydminster. So we're excited about that, and it's just great to be able to incorporate those other entities in our community.
And highlight the good work that they're doing for sure. We're talking with them right now to set up exactly what that will look like, but yeah, they are our highlighted nonprofit. We also should probably thank Lakeland College administrative professional students. They give us a lot of help on this day, and you'll see them at the conference. We like to support the students in their learning, and they support us with their expertise on the things that they're learning. They do a lot of posters for us and printing for us, and they'll be at the conference wearing I think it's a green lanyard, helping people also if they have questions or any concerns.
What an awesome opportunity for them too.
Yeah.
Truly, yes.
Because they're there hearing all these speakers as well.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they get
Yeah.
to experience what it's like to put on a big day like this.
Yeah.
Which is going to be part of their career probably one day.
Which you guys have gotten pretty good at, 14 years here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it certainly does, we appreciate their involvement because some of the heavy and not so heavy lifting and details that we looked after all of that in the past. It's really nice to be
Yes.
able to be supported by them and give them a learning opportunity as well.
Absolutely. Anything else that I'm forgetting?
Tickets are available on Eventbrite, and yeah, I mean, if you see Kelly or I around town, you'll see us. Come and visit with us, and we can help you with any questions you have or connect with us.
For sure.
Even for a
Ideas
sponsorship, you still
yeah,
have sponsorships
absolutely.
available.
Yeah,
Yes.
tickets are available. Trade show booths. Yeah, we have a
Yes.
trade show
Oh, yeah.
around the WLS Convention Center, so there's a few opportunities available for that.
So you still can get in.
Yep.
There is very limited space, but there is
But we
still
still have a couple
Yeah.
of openings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you just contact you on KT and Co
Yes.
Facebook?
Yes.
Or Instagram.
Or
Yes.
Instagram? Okay. Awesome. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you very
it.
much, Kurt.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to hear from Marilyn Napper, the winner of the $250,000, and she did win $250,000. It adds up because she won twice to over $250,000. We'll find out in just a moment what she going to do with that money.
How can you help support the oil and gas industry and jobs in Western Canada? The answer is closer than you think. Sell your scrap metals to PWM Steel. PWM sells scrap iron to Evraz, located in Regina. Evraz's #1 customer is the energy sector, building pipes and plates for the oil and gas industry. PWM Steel is your locally owned metal recycler and steel service center in the area. Plus, they're a strong supporter of the community. PWM Steel, your top steel supplier for Alberta and Saskatchewan for 40 years.
At Jason Arden Associates Cooperators, we're proud to be a top-rated local insurance company that offers flexible solutions and expert advice for all your insurance and investment needs. We'll work with you to tailor your insurance specific to your needs, and we offer investment advice that always puts you first. At Cooperators, one of our core values is to give back to the communities that we live in. Thanks to the support of our clients in Lloydminster and area, in 2023, Jason Arden Associates has donated $40,000 to local nonprofits, charities, students, athletes, and other special events. How does your insurance company support our community?
It's more than just taxes at L&A CPA. Assurance, accounting, retirement planning, estate planning, business consulting, financial consulting, farm program support, and bookkeeping. But yes, there is always taxes. The team at L&A CPA is committed to helping you achieve your best results and will be there to assist you every step of the way. L&A CPA, with offices in Provost, Vermilion, and Lloydminster.
I'm Brian Zinchuk of PipelineOnline.ca. I used to be a pipeliner, and I've spent the last 15 years reporting on energy in Saskatchewan. PipelineOnline.ca provides comprehensive coverage of light oil, heavy oil, lithium, helium, power production including coal, wind, solar, geothermal, natural gas, and nuclear. There's a lot happening in Saskatchewan's energy sector, and Pipeline Online is there for all of it. No one else comes even close.
We're here at the Lloydminster exhibition with Marilyn Napper. She has a check in her hand for $246,702 for winning Chase the Ace. It came out last Wednesday night, and Marilyn, you get the call that you could come in, or you could have Heather Price draw it. You decide it's 20 minutes to come in, so Heather might as well just draw it. What do you do next? Do you punch it up on Facebook right away?
No, actually, I was thinking, oh great, Heather is here, and my biggest thing was, oh, I've won $20,000 in the daily or the weekly draw. That was my deal. And so then I phone up my son Cody and say, guess what? I just won the weekly draw and it's over $20,000. And now they're going to call me later. Heather's going to draw it for me to see if we get the ace and that. And then we're just laughing about the 20,000, like, oh my God, I won that kind of thing. And then as I'm talking to him, the exhibition phone number comes up again. It's like, I gotta go. They're phoning me back. And Stacy says, guess what? And it's like, no. And then she they drew the ace. They drew the ace of hearts. And it's like, oh my God. And I don't even remember what I said, but I think people online could hear what I was saying. My cousins in Arizona were saying, yeah, we heard it online or saw it online, and we heard you talking and everything. I was like, oh my God, complete idiot there, but whatever. What do you do when you win something like that?
Well, what do you do? What are you planning on doing?
Well, my granddaughter suggested I get a new microwave, for one thing. Mine is kind of cratered and everything. And
How about a new kitchen?
well, I'm getting new paint done and new painting done, all the walls. I'm getting new lighting in the house. And I'm buying a John Deere Gator for the farm because my other quad side-by-side kind of crap the bed kind of thing. But yeah, so that's my big purchases and everything. And then I might give something to my family members, my sisters and my mom and all that kind of thing. And any little tag-alongs that think they need money, no.
You're a volunteer here at the Lloydminster exhibition. The exhibition obviously runs deep in your family. You've been associated with the fair. I remember seeing you at the fair.
Yeah.
Did you buy a ticket every week?
I did, yes. Yes, ever since it started. Now, like, I was the first winner of the first ace drawn and that too, but it was much less than what it is today kind of thing. But no, I supported them every week. 3 tickets every week, so yeah.
And how many relatives have come out of the woodwork, Auntie Marilyn?
Yeah, no, they just were kind of laughing, saying, oh, money for us, yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate everything you guys do around here. I appreciate the Lloydminster exhibition. It's like my second home here too, so it's a good organization to be a part of, and just hoping we get an equestrian center soon. That takes a lot of money, but that's my goal, is to see that come along.
Thanks, Marilyn.
You're very welcome. Thank you. And thanks to Heather for drawing the ace.